Wednesday, August 17th, 2016, 3:31 p.m. Hello, I'm Jasson Reese, and welcome to the Jasson Reese Afternoon Drive Time Olympic Special. I'm your host, Jasson Reese, and welcome to the Jasson Reese Drive Time Olympic Special. And here I am, your host, Jasson Reese. Alrighty. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the Jasson Reese Drive Time Olympic Special. Look what I'm wearing. I got this during the Beijing Games in 2008, and I still have it today. Anyways, watching women's water polo, playing Hungary, semifinal match, live feed from NBC. Great time to be doing this, as always. NBC's doing an incredible job, as they always do. There we go. And a little further down, I have it. Much better. Hello, I'm Jasson Reese, live at 332 West Main Street, number 4, Batavia, New York. And right now I'm watching myself on the monitor and looking good, as always. But anyways, welcome to the Jasson Reese Show Drive Time Olympic Special here at 332 West Main Street, room 4, Batavia, New York. Partly cloudy, partly sunny right now. Yesterday was partly cloudy and rainy. And if you don't know it, if you're not from Batavia, New York, we really needed the rain big time. Hang on a second here. There we go. We needed the rain big time yesterday. And we got a little. Right now it's 1-1 Hungary and the U.S. tied. Looks like they go about 8 or 7 minutes. I can't really tell. Oh, boy, that was a cheap shot. Should have got that one in, lady. But anyways, we're going to, later on, we're going to throw on some videos. 30-second video clips. I'm not sure what time I'm going to start that. But hopefully real soon. About 3:15, we'll go 15 minutes. I'll just hit the Windows Media Player and just let some videos fly through. Let's talk about what's going on in the world of Jasson Reese. Let me show you one of the things I'm dealing with right now. I'm a type 2 diabetic, but I'm glad I found out. When I first started this stuff last year, I was feeling really bad. I was feeling bloated. I was feeling slow. My mental game wasn't there. So on June 19th, 2015, I went to Tops Market and I got my first blood test, and it registered at 119. And the key to your blood test, if you're registered between 88 and 180, you're in good shape. So anything over 180 puts you over, and everything under 88 puts you under. I was talking to the the nurse, and she says low blood pressure is as dangerous as high blood pressure. So recently I've been taking my readings, and most of them have been pretty good. They range from 124 this week of the low and a high of 149, which was earlier. And it's all based on what you eat and when you take your readings. Like I eat at 1:15, get done at 1:30, get home about 2 o'clock, and I take my readings at 2:30. So that's why you get a high reading. Now later on tonight, I'm going to take a break. I won't be eating until from now till say 7:30, and tonight I think I'll have maybe a hot dog. I have chicken noodle soup I can have. I can maybe get a sandwich. So I just have to watch what you eat. And when you eat, you have to watch the ingredients. A lot of these companies always throw sugar in it, and I'm not a big fan of sugar. Not like I once was, anyways. Not like I once was, anyways. And it's been pretty good for me. You know, low sugar is a good thing to have. But high sugar can be just as bad as low sugar. So you have to watch your diet, and that's what I've been doing. Now tonight I have chicken noodle soup from Campbell's. I put in some hot peppers, some potatoes, and I put in some real chicken. You know, when they give you those Campbell's soup things, they give you a little square piece of chicken. It doesn't even look like chicken. But what I did was I took up some chicken breast and I chopped it up and I threw it in the soup, and it looks delicious. Matter of fact, maybe tomorrow I'll show you how to microwave cooking 101 with Jasson Reese. You have to eat. And where I live, which is a rooming house, there's no oven. So he has a microwave set up. And I'm not going to buy the food they have in Batavia. But on the other side of things, I have a job part-time. And you can't really do a lot with $9 an hour and 25 hours a week. So I applied for food stamps and I qualified. So I get some food stamps to offset what little money I make. And recently I've been really changing my diet, trying to lose a little bit more weight. I got 35, 40 pounds to go, but I feel pretty good other than that. It's about 3:20, and around 4 or 5 minutes we're going to switch over to the window and watch some live traffic from West Main Street, Route 5, Batavia, New York. Later on today, as I was saying, we're going to go to the Windows Media Player, and I'm just going to hit up some videos and let you check out some of that stuff while I'm relaxing and watching live coverage of the women's water polo. 2-2, by the way, Hungary versus the United States. They're saying the United States are the defending champions and they should just easily go to the finals. Well, the Olympics don't work like that. If you want to go to the finals, you're going to have to work for it. And one of the things I noticed about a lot of these underdog teams, they're so hungry to win that they'll put up. Yesterday, an example, Germany was playing Brazil at home in women's beach volleyball. Germany won. So just because you're predicted to win doesn't always mean you're going to win. Women's soccer got beat. Michael Phelps got beat. So it's very competitive in Brazil. You know, so far we've only had one really silly act of violence, and that was the drunken swimming. The drunken swimming team being robbed. It could have been much worse. They could have been killed, but they were robbed. They didn't say what they were robbed of. But you know, you have a right to go down there and have fun. But just like anywhere, it doesn't matter if it's Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Buffalo, Rochester, or Batavia. Crime. What John Walsh say? Crime can happen to anyone, anytime, and anywhere, and any place. So going into, looks like the new quarter, America is up 1-0. Oh, 2-2 it looks like, because there's only one timeout left. 2-2, United States and Hungary with 2 minutes and 2 seconds to play in the first quarter. Want to swing by the window? Let's see what's happening in Batavia, New York. We're going to set up a feed to check out the live traffic. Anyways, you're watching the Jasson D. Reese Drivetime Afternoon Olympic Special here at Google Live Hangouts on air and from the city of Batavia, New York. All right. Let's see what we got for traffic. Oops. Pretty quiet today in Batavia, New York. Looking west on Route 5, headed toward Buffalo. Oh, there we go. There you see it. Much better. Looking at Route 5, headed toward Buffalo. You have lights, sparse traffic. Anyways, coming back, heading east toward Leroy. Is that Bill Capiello? I can't really tell. Looks like it could be. I think it is, actually. Anyways, looking east right now, headed toward Leroy. That's Route 5. Billy Goat, Settlers. I got an empty former, what was that place called? Mobile station. Still hasn't been sold or rented. You guys probably want too much. Anyways, there's Settlers, Billy Goats. Live traffic brought to you by Good Morning Batavia. Good Morning Batavia. Monday, Sunday mornings, 10 o'clock to 10:30 p.m. Google Live Hangout on air. And it's pretty nice out today. Partly sunny, partly cloudy, as you can tell. Batavia is a city of about 20,000 people. Not a lot of people, but just barely big enough where it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's I can't even think of a good word for it. Yeah, it's noticeable, right between Buffalo and Rochester. So that's what's going on right now at 3:43 p.m. live from the city of Batavia, New York. I am Jasson Reese, and actually pretty nice out. Got a nice little breeze going today. This is the neighborhood of Kingsbury, West Main Street, and Union Street in West Main Street. Both of these are taking north to the Thruway. If you ever need to get to the Thruway, just hop on one of these back streets here. And there you have live traffic from Jasson Reese Media, Drivetime Afternoon Special, Olympic Special. Going to head over to the monitor. Get ready to throw on some videos. I think you might enjoy some of these. Finish up to the last half hour. Hey, look, it's me. Switch this over here. In around 4 or 5 minutes, we're going to switch over to the window and watch some live traffic from West Main Street, Route 5, Batavia, New York. Oh, we're going to need that. Actually, we don't need that. We need this. And let's throw on some videos. You're watching the Jasson Reese Show, Drivetime Afternoon Special, Olympic Special, brought to you by Good Morning Batavia. Congratulations to the San Francisco Giants 2012 World Series champions from JassonReeseMedia.com.
Monday, August 8th, 2016, 4:01 p.m. Hello, I'm Jasson Reese, and this is the Jasson Reese Media Primetime Olympic Special. We've been doing this since 2008, and speaking of 2008, we're going to go back to the year 2008 for this playlist. Anyways, get ready, turn down your television, and turn up your internet. It's the Jasson Reese Media Primetime Olympic Special. 59.
Welsh, I believe. It's a really different dynamic over there. So I met these guys over the summer. Actually, there's some really cool dudes. With just very in-your-face memos, what I like to call it, just in-your-face. And one of them playing is up there doing something they just put out earlier this year, back in January. This is Four Walls, 90.7 FM, WGCC.
2nd, 2016, 6:40 p.m. Hello, I'm Jasson Reese, and welcome to Jasson Reese Media here in the snowy Batavia, New York. What's that?
Sempy's past has been quiet on West Main Street on Saturdays. People who once came over to his studio I don't see anymore, plus the party scene is gone. Yep, there will never be another like him. Thanks for everything, Jan. It was a pleasure to have met you. For the Jan Dirks tribute, I'm Jasson Reese. See you later.
We got a guest here who doesn't watch the show. And that would be Mr. Jasson Reese. Jason is with us to talk black metal. Well, not like Venom and stuff like that, but African American and Caribbean American influences on the music that we love so much. Jason, where would you like to start with this discussion?
Well, first of all, like I said, thanks for having me. And as for myself, I like the contributions you got from the African American community. Whitney Collar were part of the big band. Tony McAlpine, Greg Howe, and there's all things, anything go on and on, and Brain. And for my own personal stuff, I'm more into the more commercial stuff. And from what I heard, and not got any realistic about it, metal is for white as to what music for black. Can you understand that?
Explain that a little better.
Not only the white man's music.
Okay.
It's thinking of that. And kind of with Randy Rhoads. That's how I got involved with it. And you know all about the movies.
But you're a black man, so what you're saying is correct.
That's very correct. It's very correct. I have to follow the story correctly. I don't want to follow it. Well, the black guy came up with heavy metal because of Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix was a good blues guitarist, but he was not heavy metal.
No, he wasn't.
Well, he was acting that way, maybe, but he was a little just on the outside of it. So he died in 1970. And we know that heavy metal really didn't get its start until about the late 1970s, early 1980s.
Well, as far as commercial metal goes, and what we know today as metal, but you've got, the old English bands and the old American bands was operating by 72. You're right. Like Sabbath was in there by 69. Right. So
right. Hendrix was still alive then, but he wasn't playing nothing like Black Sabbath.
No, he wasn't. Absolutely. Was he influential on metal guitarists? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Correct, of course. Yeah.
Well, that's where we draw the line with.
And that's kind of where it ended too.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Then we move forward past MTV, of course, Living Colors. If you want to go that direction.
Yep. Sepultura, their lead singer.
I never heard of them. I heard of them, but I didn't really listen to them. I didn't know too much about them.
They're a band that we listen to. Seven Dust, yeah.
Seven Dust, right, exactly right, yeah.
Body Count.
Body Count, I.T. Great band, by the way.
What was that?
Well, I said those in recent years, the reincarnation of Alice in Chains, leading the wall. Yep. Right, exactly right, yeah. So there's a big contribution from the African American community and the metal community. And you have to give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, John Butcher.
John Butcher, right, yeah. John X, from Canada, if I'm correct.
Yep, absolutely. Slash.
Thank you.
Slash. Rocky. We mentioned Rocky.
Rocky, right. Yeah. There's a lot of contribution to it, and as times are moving forward, I don't know if you're seeing the numbers like they once was in the 80s up to now, because rap music took over, and you're not seeing as many rock musicians like you once did from that community. Illegal Fishbowl.
Oh, yeah.
Fishbowl, right, yeah.
Another important milestone is Run DMC and Aerosmith.
Exactly. Yeah. Run DMC, Anthrax, and Public Enemy.
Yep.
Yeah, we're the first metal band to tour with an opening rap group.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So the contributions there, back the fuck up thing.
Right, so the contributions there, and if you're into that style, you should be proud of what has happened, because $1 million selling out concerts, and of course the crossover, and when you said Aerosmith and Run DMC, that was a big move right there.
Anthrax and Public Enemy.
Aerosmith and Run DMC.
More so.
What's that?
I was how about the presentation, the full product of what came over there, Anthrax and Public Enemy, and also Run DMC, the Judgment Night soundtrack.
Yeah, Judgment Night soundtrack is a great function of that. Yeah, is a great.
I don't think I heard that, but I will see. But I'll check that one out. I have to listen to that one.
It's a metal act. Each song is a metal act and a hip hop act teaming up. You got Slayer and Ice-T. You have Cypress Hill and Helmet, I believe. The Booyah Tribe. The whole bunch. Sir Mix-a-Lot and Sonic Youth.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
Oh yeah. Now, Jason,
A lot of collaboration.
what got you into metal? Because culturally, as you made a statement before, it's typically not something that people of African American or Caribbean American descent listen to. They're more blues style. So what was it about metal that dragged you in?
Well, first of all, I went to a predominantly white high school, Atlantic Central. I lived out in the country, and the friends I was hanging out with, they were listening to bands like AC/DC and Ted Nugent, Rush, and we were listening to Magic 92,
out of Weathersfield, East Weathersfield, New York. And so I slowly working my way up there. And I think when I first heard Metallica Kill 'Em All, that's what changed it all.
Yeah. Well, your co-host on your radio show back in the day, Tony.
Yeah.
How's he been?
I haven't heard from Tony in a while. I haven't seen him on social media or nothing, and he was another good African American broadcaster for heavy metal. And that's one thing we forgot about. Tony Lane and I were probably the only two African Americans in the country at that time that were playing heavy metal.
Yeah, you were. I had to
and that was groundbreaking, as they say. We had the fan mail, and we had the listeners, and we knew what we were talking about. And I think that was the draw. We know what we're talking about.
You took a young token Tom, went behind the ears, under your way.
Yeah, Tom, you were great, man. We had some of those songs. We still have those songs.
Yeah, we wrote some music together. Yeah, Jason started teaching me how to play guitar first, guys. And also, do you remember the day that we got Seventh Son of the Seventh Son? They brought it to my shitty little apartment, put it on the record player, and broke out that case of Molson.
Yeah, that was was that the Black Sabbath album?
No, the Seventh Son of a Seventh Son from Iron Maiden.
Oh, the Iron Maiden, right. Oh, yeah, that was fun.
Back in the days when a case of beer was $10.
Yeah, exactly. Going back to the Metallica there, it likes the very first recording.
I was just going there too. Go for it.
Yep. The guitar was done by an African American metal guitarist by the name of, is it Ron McGovney?
Yeah, no, Ron was bass player. That's right.
Ron McGovney was
Lloyd Grant.
Okay.
I thought it was Larry Grant, but it was Lloyd Grant.
Yeah, McGovney was the bass player that the Sting got replaced.
Right.
Really? No kidding. Wow, no kidding.
Jason, thank you very much for joining us on Necrocasticon. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you. Have a nice night.
There you guys go. Jason Reese, my mentor in this business, actually. Wonderful guy.
So removed from the topic, I did want to throw in Wicked Wisdom, which is a band that I enjoy.
All right, how about that, ladies and gentlemen? There we go. And that's it. And it's 3:59 p.m. We're going to wind down the Jason Reese Media Drivetime Olympic Special. Of course, written, produced, directed, engineered, marketed, and published by myself, Jason Reese, for Jason Reese Media, copyright 2016. Hang on here, ladies and gentlemen. Open up a little more lighting. So join me tomorrow, Drivetime Olympics, for another fun-filled half hour. Very informal, by the way, and educational. And that's it for today. I think what I'll do tomorrow is do some more videos. That was a good way of killing some time. I think I'll play the entire Jan Dirks tribute movie for the internet audience. And that's it. I'm Jason Reese. It's top of the hour, 4 o'clock. Right now, the United States is leading 8-5 over Hungary in women's water polo semifinal match. Anyways, until tomorrow at 3:30 p.m., I'm Jason Reese. USA. And I'm Jason Reese. I will join you to see you tomorrow afternoon for the Jason Reese Media Drivetime Olympic Special. Goodbye. Yeah, here.